पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। Wow.
Let's get into dive into the discussion with former cricketer Ashok Malhotra and BBC commentator Prakash Vakankar. Ashok, coming to you, the biggest surprise for you in IPL auction so far?
See, for me, all these guys who have gone for big money, it was predicted. You know, be it Sam Curran, be it Cameron Green, be it Nicholas Pooran, Harry Brook has been playing tremendously well. For me, the best buy, if anybody has got, is Sikandar Raza for Punjab Kings. The kind of player he is, he's a game changer, and nobody, I don't know why nobody went for him, but he probably was the best buy for them. You know, the way they really gave money to Mavi and Mukesh Kumar and others. But I think Sikandar Raja probably is the best buy, the cheapest buy, if I may say. And but otherwise, when you talk about Cameron Green, we know what he can do as an opening batsman. We know what Harry Brook can do, the way he played in Pakistan. And he fancies Asian wickets. So he loves those. And then not to forget, Sam Curran went for very many. I don't know whether 70. If Sam Curran goes for more than Ben Stokes, I don't know what is the thinking of the franchisee. But the fact is, they all Ben Stokes. We know he went for very many. But the bottom line is the 2-3 teams who had the money, they really threw the money. Or I think sometimes you wonder whether they're playing the real money or they're playing with the monopoly money. But all in all, a phenomenal auction once again.
Prakash, would you say Sam Curran, while he's the biggest gainer, the biggest loser is Sikandar Raza? He is the Wisden. He features in the Wisden T20 team of 2022. Would you say it is because of the auction dynamics that he has lost out today?
Two quick comments, Rika. I will never doubt Ashok's assessment of players and potential. In Hindi, we always say, Johri ki nazar parakti hai heere ko. And one has to assume that Punjab did have that nazar to pick Sikandar. I think there's no doubt he will be a big contributor. I worry about the fact whether teams are looking sufficiently at the calendars of the international teams that these players represent, what their likelihood of availability is, because Sam Curran is not a regular in the test side for England. So he will probably be more available. Ben Stokes is their captain. We have seen a lot of the Australians, a lot of the Englishmen taking calls where they are saying we won't play the IPL because we want to remain fit, etc. And I'm sure that the franchises would have thought about this. But I want to just give, if I may, Rika, a quick twist to this. I wonder whether the time has come that there should be, like there is a limit on how many overseas players you can play in the 11.
Right.
Should there now be a cap on the amount of money you can pay overseas players? This is the Indian Premier League, not necessarily the English, Australian, West Indian or any other Premier League. We have to look after our own as much as anything else. We talked about coaches last time, Ashok will remember. I don't think now, except for Nehra ji and others, there's no senior coach or main coach in the team. Why? We have to, otherwise the fear is we will go the English Premier League way and the national team in T20 will continue to wait for some titles and championships.
Right. So the highest paid player in IPL right now is an Englishman, Sam Curran. Ashok, coming back to you, this year and also in the last auction, we have seen Chennai and Mumbai, these two franchises in the previous times, they hadn't paid players more than 10 crore rupees. Are you surprised to see how they have been splurging, both Chennai and Mumbai? Last time around they paid Deepak Chahar, Chennai 14 crore rupees. Now 16 plus to Ben Stokes. Are you surprised at how they have, changed their mindset?
I think they're desperate. If we remember the last IPL, they finished at the bottom of the table. So they want to, because they've got a great fan base. Their fan base is amazing. So they have to do something out of extraordinary to make an impact. That's why Mumbai went for Cameron Green and Chennai went for Ben Stokes, and they made an impact. At least their crowd, their fans will be very, very happy. How well these two gentlemen play, we'll wait and watch. But Cameron Green is a young Turk who can turn things around with his bowling, with his batting, and so with Ben Stokes. Although Ben Stokes has not done too much in IPL. You know, Ben Stokes reminds me a little bit of Yuvraj, who promised to deliver, but hardly delivered. So Ben Stokes is almost in the same way. But I'm very excited with somebody like Harry. He is one guy, I think, who can turn things around. He's a guy who's there, we all have to watch out for. He can turn things around for Sunrisers Hyderabad. But all in all, Sam Curran, I don't know whether he can, because his batting has been very iffy. But bowling, he can bowl a bit, but not to forget, he has to bowl 4 overs. He's been doing well for them. But as of now, I would not go for so much money for Sam Curran. I probably will go for Cameron Green, Harry Brooks, maybe Ben Stokes. But Sam Curran, I would say it's a windfall for somebody like Ben. And that is what IPL is all about.
It's been a windfall for all-rounders. Ashok, one of the interesting rules that IPL has brought about this time is the impact player rule. And given that, you know, the teams would look for Indian impact players, do you think that they're falling short on the Indian buys right now?
Yes, I agree with Prakash, because it's an Indian Premier League, but I think it's a Indian foreign league, if I may say, because the coaches are foreigners, the players are foreigners. We hardly depend on our Indian players, and our Indian cricketers are no less than them. You know, so I don't know how. And another thing, Rika, I think is the franchisee, they throw the money because they want to raise the value of the brand. They're trying to create a brand. That is the way where all these big guys get millions of dollars. So that is my thing. It is not that how well they will perform in the middle. It is how well it will suit the franchisee, and that is exactly what is happening.
But Prakash, are you happy with the way the Indian fast bowlers have been picked up?
Well, I'm glad.
Including Ishant Sharma getting a team this time around.
Certainly getting a team which is good for him, and may he come back and do well. See, Rika, at the end of the day, I think Ashok makes a very important point. We cannot take away from the fact that this is the business of sport more than it is when you're representing your national team.
Right.
So that is a given. That's the way everywhere in the world club cricket or franchise sport goes. So the aspect of the franchisees maximizing brand value, profitability, and therefore dividend and profit is absolutely fine. I think the decisions really need to come from somewhere else. Like there are decisions or rules about emerging players, like there are rules about, you know, how many uncapped players you can bid for, etc., etc. There also need to be others, and that will benefit Indian cricket because that is the ultimate goal, I'm sure, that the BCCI also has, that end of the day, India and Indian cricket must be the winner.
Well, a very interesting suggestion coming from Prakash there. There should be a price cap on the foreign buys in Indian Premier League, because the Indians, it is all about promoting Indian cricket, and Indians need to be paid more. Thank you very much, Prakash and Ashok, for joining me on the broadcast.